Hey everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is SilverHyena, and for today's video, I am going to try out acrylic painting. Now, the last time I painted with acrylics, I was probably around 11 or 12, somewhere in that range, and it was paint by numbers. So, yeah. My experience with acrylics is minimal at best. However, along with this acrylic painting artist pack that I had picked up at Wally World, I've also gotten a few extra paintbrushes. Got some of those harder classic paint palettes. And I've also got this case with a few older, but they should still work, assorted acrylic paints. Wow, I didn't even realize. It's been a while, because my nice clear case had dust all over it. Anyways, this set comes with some canvas paper. Typically, acrylic is done on canvas. But this is a canvas paper for acrylics, so I will take their word for it. And I also have a bit of a slow dry blending medium, which acrylic, it can be fussier than watercolors, because watercolors, well, you mix it with water. Acrylic, they can be a lot fussier, so we will see how this goes. I'm gonna unpack my brushes, get this open, and we'll go from there. Okay, so got all the brushes, got the palettes. Now let's move on to this. Maybe I should have kept my scissors out, but there we go. Perfect. Woo! Now, these are hardly what I would call artist quality. In fact, I don't even think that these would be good enough to be called scholastic quality. Now then, I could be completely wrong, but considering I paid $7 at Walmart, I'm not exactly counting on a whole lot. Although it looks like these, like I could probably cut that off and have a makeshift palette there too, so And of course these are the two brushes that came with it, which, as far as brushes in a kit goes, they don't look half bad. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just cut that and have an extra makeshift palette. And of course we got our tubes of paint that come with the set. You got two yellows, a red, orange, two different blues, two different browns, two different greens. So you got a decent range of standard colors. And of course, if you want certain colors, you can always mix them. And wow, I cannot grip things today. I'm scooting that aside. Oh, that was taped there. So I don't really need that anymore. And acrylic artist pad. So definitely a very textured paper. Ooh. I mean, like, that's decently thick for cardstock, but I'm kind of concerned about how much paint that's gonna hold. Well, I guess we're about to find out. So first thing we need to do is swatch out these colors, so that'll be in just a moment. I need to get everything set up. I'm glad this is just the swatching page. Got this stuff. And just grab one of these brushes, designated mixing brush, and it's off camera, but I do have a water jar that I'm scooting in closer because I'm gonna need it. Wow, I do not have enough space for this stuff. Okay, so they come, you got the little thing here, and you gotta stab top of the cap. Okay, here goes nothing. Unseal this thing, the mixing medium. Come on! So you definitely have to be very careful with acrylics because there is a lot of toxic materials involved. So especially if you've got kids or pets, you'll want to be very careful. Okay, yeah, this is probably not nearly enough paint. I just want to see how well this swatches, so. Like, the color's not bad. Okay. And also just be prepared to wash out your water a lot more often. And have a lot of paper towels on hand. You don't really want to use an actual cloth for cleaning off your brush because, well, the acrylic could easily, it'll stick, it'll stay. Anyways, I'm gonna swatch the rest of these out and then I will figure out something to do. I had brought these out, but I think I'm gonna wait to play around with these. Mainly it's an issue of space. I don't exactly have a huge workspace and I am stretched thin as it is. Okay, so we've got our swatches, and I also did a little bit of a blending test, tried a bit of color mixing just to experiment. As I stated earlier, I am like almost out of the box when it comes to acrylics. So a lot of this is just trial and error. However, I enjoyed the paints, and I'm not entirely certain if this really made the best palette or not. I don't know. But I'm thinking I might just like cut this empty spot here and just do something with the paints, sketch out something. So we'll see how that works. At any rate, I'm having fun, and that's the important thing. You gotta have fun! Now, I'll be honest, I did use a bit of those other acrylic paints, but not enough to really be noteworthy. Just a little bit of red, white, and dark green. By the way, with my very limited knowledge of acrylics, I have discovered that you will more than likely go through white the fastest. So if you decide that you like acrylics, make sure you keep a little extra white on hand. Painting with acrylics was an interesting and fun change of pace. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Go ahead and try new things. Okay, while not completely alien to me, I have very little experience with acrylics, as I have stated earlier. Remember, numbers and all that? If you're uncertain about trying out this medium, which acrylics can be a little intimidating to some, consider checking out some paint by numbers. Paint by numbers are a great way to ease into the medium. Just make sure to check the package, since there are also oil and watercolor paint by numbers out there. Granted, if you're interested in these mediums too, more power to you. Have at it. Oils are a whole other animal. I'd love to try them out eventually, but after just getting the stuff for acrylics, those will have to wait. Anyways, back to acrylics. That's what this video is about after all. One thing I'll say, make sure that you have enough room to work. In between the paint tubes, water jar, brushes, paper towels, palettes, and your project, any spare space vanishes fast. I barely had enough room on my little desk. Another thing, set down some newspaper, plastic, or some other barrier on your desk or below your easel when applicable. Acrylic paint will stick and stain what it touches, and you don't want that stuff drying and glomping on your desk, carpet, or especially your clothes. Ain't nobody got time for that. Plus, it's a waste of paint. So that's like -2. No, not a good thing. Just take some precautions before you start. While I usually say this about watercolors, it seems to me that just painting in general is a very calming and relaxing experience. There's just something about putting the brush to paper or canvas, or whatever other surface you might be painting on. It's a wonderful feeling. It's difficult to describe, but you just know it when you feel it, when you can feel the texture of the paint on your brush as you put it to your canvas, paper, whatever. It's just... It's a magical feeling, it really is. As for the subject that I chose, I'm quite fond of roses. Not just drawing or painting them, they are my favorite flower as of right now. As of right now, because you never know what else might be out there. People discover new stuff every day. Flowers and botanicals are very forgiving subjects for those just starting out with drawing and painting. At least I find they are.
whenever I'm out and about and see a neat or interesting flower or tree or just anything really. I mean, like if I'm at the zoo, that would be animals. I mean, I whip out my phone and I snap some pics. All different angles. Of course, if said plant or whatever is on somebody's private property, ask the owner's permission before snapping your photo. Like, just be polite. I'm very big on building up your own one-of-a-kind reference album. If they're your photos, they are yours to do with as you please. So, whenever you can, snap your own reference photos. Build up your own library, album, whatever you want to call it. Trust me, it's worth it. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten into the middle of something and I'm like, how do I do this again? What does it look like? I go diving into my phone's reference folder. Yes, I have a folder labeled as reference pics. So, there you go. Alrighty, here we are. So, acrylic painting. It was a different experience. I firmly believe that I need a lot more practice with the medium, but considering this was my first time without numbers or anything like that involved, it's not bad. I firmly believe I need more practice with this medium, and I might even need some different brushes. These are just the El Cheapo brushes from Wally World, and I was having a very hard time getting a nice fine point with them. Yeah, overall though, I enjoyed the experience. It was different. It was fun. The only bad thing about acrylics though is that once they're out there like that, they're not like watercolors that, oh, you just let them dry and then spritz them with water and boom, they're reconstituted. No. So acrylics, you got to be careful with them, because if you put too little on, then, well, sometimes mixing up the same exact color can be a hassle, but if you put too much on, then you're wasting paint. So acrylics, it's definitely a game of ups and downs. However, I'm glad I picked them up, glad I tried them out, and I want to do more with the medium in the future. Oh yeah, this paper, it kind of curls, this canvas paper, so maybe I should try acrylics on actual canvas. Yeah, there's a good idea. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me today. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Post below, have you ever painted with acrylics? As always, I love to hear what you guys have to say. If you would like to help support the channel, consider picking up some of my cool merch from my Redbubble store, or I will also have a link to my PayPal in the description below. Anyways, this is SilverHyena signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!